Okay, everybody. I've been out of town and been waiting for these pieces to come in. Finally got these parts to automatically feed the chickens, or water the chickens rather. So I'm gonna open these up, tell you what they are so you can see what they are. Okay, first thing we have is this little plate. This helps keep the waterer from getting too dirty. It wasn't very expensive, so I thought I'd buy it. This is what comes in the package. It's Duncan's Poultry and some promo code on there. The second piece here is just a fitting. This allows you to adapt from your hose down to the feeder itself. And there she is out of the package. You can see this will fit a standard hose on the male end, and then you got, this is the female end, but the male end will go in there, and then you got a male end to go into the waterer itself, and I'll show you the waterer now. So looks like the girls are curious what I got here, but this is called the Game Bird Fount. It's actually pretty popular on the internet. If you adjust it right, people say it's very, very nice setup. So I'm gonna open this up and put it together and show you guys. And just as a side note, I had my my netting up, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I haven't lost one chick. They've grown a lot. I was gone for 3 weeks, and I had this electric fence netting up, and I left that chicken house open for the entire time. Now the only thing I thought that could happen is I might lose one to a hawk, but no, I have a lot of possums. I have lots of snakes. You saw my other video, a snake got one. I've got coyotes here, and I haven't lost one hen. 3 weeks with nobody here, and my grass was tall. You should have seen it this morning. So I'm pretty happy so far with this netting. It's doing the job. So let me show you how this baby works. So pretty straightforward setup. You have this little valve here, and this works based on pressure. You can see there's a little seal in there. It's kind of got to make sure it's set nicely. My adapter goes right in here. Adapter goes right in here, and then this will go just like that. And this goes on the feeder itself, the waterer, right there. And this holds the water. And then this will just go on the hose. As long as you keep the pressure at a certain level, it'll pump out water without breaking the valve. But it looks pretty heavy duty. I mean, this is a heavy valve. It looks strong, so I'm gonna go put it on the hose right now. Before I do, I just wanted to take it apart and show you. You can see it's just using a basic, like, bicycle valve, it looks like, right here. Let me see if I can focus for you. And this is your adjustment right here. So for how much water you want to have come out. And it just goes right on to the little bowl itself and locks right in. So pretty excited to get this going. Let's go hook it up. I just came in here and mowed the area a little bit and let the chickens out, and you can see, where'd they go? There's seed all over my lawnmower, and they're just loving it. They're just pecking away. But they've pretty much been in here for 3 weeks, so they're happy to get out. Now this wasn't a bad place for them to be. I had them in the shade, lots of vegetation, but they're happy to be out. So let's go put this right here. Oh wow, it's probably time to move this deal. Let me just make sure there's no snakes in here too. Believe it or not, found one in here once. I didn't think there would, but... So I got the hose ready. I'm going to just put this right here. This will go on here. It's already got, see, it's already got a seal in there, a little rubber gasket. So that's nice. That'll go on there nice and tight. And then this goes on here. Sorry about the video footage. One hand in it. And then this, and I'll tighten it up a little bit more. It's got like a nice gasket though, it should be fine. And then that's where I've set it for now. Alright, gotta put this down. I don't think that'll be the permanent location, but I'm just playing around with things right now. So I just put a hose, I looped it up so it wouldn't kink. Like I say, it's just kind of rudimentary trial and error right now. Let's go turn it on though. I just about threw the package away. Before I do, I just want to show you the parts here. So you can see they call it a control nut and a lock nut. And those are your adjustments. The spring allows the water pressure to be cut off. So and then you push that one post up there, screw it in, and then once the water gets to a certain pressure, it just turns off. So let's go try it. Okay, I'm not going to turn it on all the way, but just enough. Let the water flow. It says, I thought it was like 20 to 25 psi. So there it is. It's filling up, it's leaking right now, so I gotta fix that. Okay, I just hand tightened those other two so the gasket can do its job. And it turned off, so I'm gonna empty it to see if it'll start filling up again. Oh, that is gonna be so nice. That is gonna be so nice. So you see it's filling up slowly, but it's filling up. And I'm gonna empty it because I'm so excited here. Hold on. Okay. So there it is, filling up. Fresh water for my ladies. And then as it gets to a certain level, it starts to shut off. This is a dream come true. Any of you guys know, one of the worst chores is just having to always keep water for your chickens. And it's not that it's the worst chore, it's just sometimes you got things to do and it'd be nice to always have them, let them have fresh water. So I'm really happy. I enjoy coming out watering the chicks and feeding the chickens. But to know that they're always going to have water, and I live here in Georgia, so I'm not going to have to worry much about the freeze at all. So this is exciting stuff, guys. So I'm going to invite my ladies back in here and see if they go for it. Oh, and just by the way, we're hoping to get goats here soon to start thinning the woods. I think that'll be a fun hobby to have some goats, so we'll keep you posted. But you can see my woods. I bush hogged them down, but they're already super thick, and it's a perfect place for the ladies because they like to eat the bugs. But I want to keep it more tame so that the snakes and stuff aren't too rampant. So let's go get the chicks and bring them back in. It's overflowing right now, but I think part of the problem is up here that my hose is leaking, not the valve. Let me see. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna have to adjust this to make sure, but I wish I knew for sure. It's like I might have twisted this, but this shouldn't come loose from just a little twisting. Let's see if it overflows. So I'm gonna make sure my pressure is right. It says the valve safely operates at water levels of 20 to 50 psi. So I bought our little Rainbird gauge a while back, and let's go hook it up to the hose, see where we're at. 20 to 50. So you can see right there, I'm at 65. I need to bring it down a little bit. I mowed today, and you see how much grass there is. It was pretty tall. I mean, I could almost bale this stuff if I had a baler. There's the grass. I'm gonna do another mow tomorrow and get it right. That's 3 weeks of growth. So Jen's at the spigot, and she's gonna turn it down. Go ahead, honey. More. It might be built up. So I'm letting out some of the pressure. She turned it off on the other end. I'm going to get it down to 0, then have her slowly turn it on. That way I'll have a better idea where we need to be. A hose like this can hold quite a bit of pressure. Okay, she barely turned it on. I'm having the pressure climb right now to see how high it gets. If it stops climbing, I'm happy where it's at. We barely turned it on, guys. Still climbing though. It might just continue to build up pressure. I might have to get some kind of pressure regulator on here. So you can see here, the pressure's built just past 50. We've got it turned down quite a bit. So I'm gonna have to get a regulator if I want this to work properly. But I'm gonna just kink the hose right now and take this off and see if we can't use it for a little while. Okay, it's flowing a lot slower now, which is nice. And of course it cuts off when the bowl's full, but hopefully with the reduced pressure, I'm gonna have to get a regulator. I know it's gonna overflow. So anyway, so far so good, but I wish they would have told me to get a pressure regulator, because I imagine everybody uses this with a hose. And no hose is gonna be exact. I mean, what else would you do, right? Okay, I brought the chicks back in, and they're looking at the water. And gold. They're in it right away. Looks like I got it at the right height too, which is good news. Yeah. There we go. I'll get it in a more open space, but I think that's going to be fantastic. I'm excited. Yeah. You guys are thirsty, aren't you, little ladies? They're using our new feeders and our new waterers. I'm pretty happy. I think I'm going to do something though for those feeders so that, I don't know, they reach in pretty good, don't they? I think I might have too many. We'll have to figure that out, play with it.